Alright, this is war number 5. I'm starting out on pass 7 against Mantis. I don't know much about Mantis other than just don't let her throw an L1. About it. I run in after that Abby because I thought surely to God there's nothing else to it. It's a long enough special as it is. Which I do get a parry there, lock in. I am running this one without suicides, which is odd for Omega. But I knew I didn't need it. And I'm going to be taking 3 Absorbing Man fights after this, so I really didn't want to have suicides on to begin with. And as long as you push Mantis to her L2, there's really not much to this fight. I didn't know what it looked like, so when she did throw it, I just kind of backed off. I didn't know how to, how you going to punish something you don't even know what it looks like. That's what I say. But next we have this Dragon Man. And I'm going to apologize for this fight because, God, it takes forever. I've only got, I think I'm running a 20% 6-hour boost, and that's really it. I've got some expiring, so I figured might as well use them. And this fight is you just hit Dragon Man till, well, Dragon Man dies. And it takes a lot of hits. Without throwing specials, Absorbing Man really ain't that good in this matchup. But it's better than Omega, because, I mean, what's Omega gonna do? Dragon Man's a robot. So you can't build up spores. Not really. So we're all just gonna suffer through this fight and contemplate how much we hate our lives. Or at least I am. That's really about it. Man, this takes forever. I think it's like a 2-minute fight. And we're not even a minute in. I don't even know what I'm supposed to talk about here. I really wanted to throw this L3 and just see if I could race that D-Gen. I ain't gonna lie. But I didn't. I thought it added a little bit of excitement to the video. But I wasn't very sure I could beat the D-Gen. Wasn't very confident in that. Plus, I didn't want to have to heal up. But we're slowly getting there. We're a minute and a half in, so I think we only like about 30 more seconds. And then we can go back to enjoying our lives. Or at least I can. I don't know about y'all. Y'all might have... Well, I'd have done fast forwarded through this if it was me. That's what I'd have done. I'd have hit that fast forward button real quick. I don't think I've ever seen so many special 1s and 2s by Dragon Man. I really don't. I mean, it really is a super easy fight. It's just long. God, is it long. Jesus. Will this guy die already? Quit being a dick and die. Finally. Okay, there we go. Now we've got Arcus on 21. I did have a N-Vaughn expiring, so I threw it on, and it ends up lasting through the next 3 fights. My original plan was just to straight nuke it and tank L3s. Because I should be able to kill him before he got to his 4th. If I don't, well, I suck. But, oh man, this AI is crazy. He tried to catch me lacking. Nah, bruh. You ain't catching me today, buddy. So at this point, I'm just baiting out specials because it's in poison. And he is just throwing them. Man, this AI throws them like crazy. So I throw my L2. I know it's going to push him red. I just don't care at all. Because, I mean, I got an N-Vaughn. What's he going to do? As long as I'm not stupid and get hit along the way. This fight's very simple. Which I don't. Spoiler alert. I don't do anything stupid. I mean, I think at one point I tried, but... Of course, then he gets back to another L3. This power efficiency node is rather annoying. I mean, I did like one combo and he's back to an L3. But I mean, this is only my second hit, so it ain't that big a deal. And he dies as soon as he comes down. I don't even think I hit him. And there he goes. That's a beautiful sight. Standing there like a boss, they get some. But now we have Null on 22 again. This is tailor-made for Absorbing Man. It is. As long as I enter in magma form, which I do. And I also learned you have to back out and re-enter, or you might not get it. And that's going to make this fight a lot bigger of an issue. So I think I check and then I hit the start button. My whole goal is to not let him throw L1s. Like, that's it. As long as he don't throw L1s, this fight is wraps. Yeah. See, you'll see me start. I'm only doing 4 hits and just immediately holding block. Because once he throws this L2 and I get all them charges, oh, there they are, man. 600. Ooh, that's pretty. I go on, refine, and then I think I throw this L2 and it's almost lights out. Now, I know. I wasn't heavy chaining like you're supposed to. There's just no need to. And then I cut off because I thought I was done, but I looked up and I saw this Fury on 23 and I was, don't mind if I do. So, we're going to do it. Now, this wasn't the prettiest fight because you can see right there I missed a parry and now he's got all this flourish buffs. But whatever, it's just a Nick Fury. I don't really care. There's not much to him, you know. I go in and locked them in. I had 17, building them up. A few fall off right there. Then he throws this L1. Man, I try and dex it. Do a halfway decent job. Luckily, my invuln from the Arcus fight was on it. That would have hurt. I throw an L1 just to get a little bit of healing, even though I have recoil on. But whatever. So I get my 10 spores, lock them in. We're about done with the first life. I just need him to throw L2s. Because like, you can see, yeah. Man, that root, but whatever. It doesn't cost me. Now we're going to throw this, pushing to a second life. And I just need you to throw that L2. Barely beat the root this time. But man, his block damage in this second life caught me by surprise. It was bigger than I expected. And you'll really notice it after he throws this L2. I do a couple hits and then I hold block just to bait another heavy. Yeah, look how much I was doing. I was like, man, what did I do? Get the one Nick Fury on steroids? Jesus. But now we're on to Path 9, Section 2. And I talked to Death Star 666 about this Absorbing Man, taking Absorbing Man. He sent me a video. Man, he finished that like a full yellow bar. Flawless. So I'm over here like, alright, Betty, hold my beer. Well, watch this. We about to get going. You know, it looked easy. So we go into this fight. And I mean, when you're fighting Absorbing Man, you want a heavy counter, his specials, and you can even switch his forms. That way you just don't want him to refine. And that's what Death Star did. Not me. I just try to see how I can screw this up. And it starts out okay. It really does. You know, I've got him, out of his form right now, doing pretty good damage. I'm going to heavy counter this L2, but that one hits me. That one blocked hit, it messed up all my spacing. So I didn't heavy counter it because the spacing got off. And then I get hit by the L1. It's like, alright. So now we're going in refine and we're trying to get the damage back up. Finally, I heavy counter like I'm supposed to. Gets him out of form, and look, now we're finally doing some damage. You know, for once. Oh yeah, we're going to end up pushing him to the L2 because we're going to heavy counter it. But he doesn't want to throw it. There he is. And I don't, for whatever reason. So now he's getting this regen, and I'm trying to out damage, and I'm not doing a very good job of it at all. But we're keeping him about where he is. There we go. Now, see, alright, now we should be able to finish it at this point. Should. But I'll do this 5 hit combo into the L1, and you can see he's about dead. No, this AI, man, throws that L1, and now he's just regenning, and I'm trying to go in and get him down real quick. It ain't working. You can tell, he's regenning like 1,600, 2,000, and it gets back up to like 30%. He regen, like 32. So now I'm having to do this all over again. But here we go. Alright. Now we got him out of his form. And I'm just not going to let him throw a special. I'm tired of this. I'm done with this guy. We're just going to end it. Right there. Finally. Man. Having these long fights. Jesus. Alright. Now we go on to this Quicksilver. I hate Quicksilver. I really do. I hate everything about the guy. Just looking at him pisses me off. But we're going to go in with Omega. Build up spores, lock them in. Easy peasy. Shouldn't be much to it at all. Now, he does start off in the shock. So I just block a little bit trying to build up spores. Really. I do hit him once. Unfortunately, got the shock. But it's just, all I'm doing is trying to stay close to him. Now, I knew he was going to evade there, so I baited it out. Now we're going to heavy. We're going to lock in spores. We got 30 on him. Okay? Throw special, fine, whatever. This fight is going flawless up until there. I tried to heavy counter his heavy, and dear God, he gets like all these debuffs on me. Luckily, he was about dead, or I might have died myself. Now the grand finale is this Korg boss. We're going to use Omega. I did throw a couple potions into him. I think it was 2, maybe. And here we go. Now, I'm fairly comfortable with Korg using Omega. There's not much to it. I push to the L2. And then try and stay away from the L1 because sometimes I get lucky with the Dexes, And I'm not really all that worried about his flourish buffs. I go in and lock in about 9 or 10 spores there. Baiting the L2, I lost the ones I had built. And you'll see that's really a thing. I do not do a good job of keeping my spores in this fight at all. There's even some L2s where I don't even lock them in, like here, because I would have only locked in 2. So I try and build them up. I like to heavy counter against the wall against Korg. I find it easier. I think I do it once. Yeah, right here. Okay, get 11 locked in. Bait this L2. And a lot of this is just now rinse and repeat. That's really it. We pushed L2 and we bait it. And we use the spores to help with damage. I only had on the 20% 6-hour boost in this one. That's all I use for all these fights, except that one invuln. And he's going down. Yeah, I know I'm taking a good bit of block damage. But the way I do this fight, I knew that was going to happen coming in. And I wasn't all that worried about it. And finally, at the end of the fight, I actually do get spores up on him. Of course, it's at the end. I'd have rather it been at the beginning, but, it's alright. He goes down. My battle group actually did really well this war. We went 50-1. So, was happy with that. Proud of that. We finally won a war. And that's it, folks. See y'all in the next one.